After using the Kali Audio HP-1 headphones for about 40 hours across recording, mixing, mastering, and in casual listening situations, let's talk about my final thoughts on the HP-1s and who I think they're best suited for. While other headphones may have an advantage in one specific area, like open back headphones for mixing for example, the overall versatility of the HP-1s makes them more useful to me personally. I'm not just using them to mix, but also to chat on the phone or game with my boys, adding even more flexibility that I don't get elsewhere. I love that I could just put them on and effortlessly connect to whatever I'm using wirelessly with Bluetooth. But when audio quality is a big concern, I can still use the physical wired connection to make sure that I'm not missing out on anything. Their lightweight and compact design makes them comfortable to wear for longer durations, and combined with the included soft shell case, also makes them easier to travel with too. Not to mention having multiple reference points that sound great has been really useful to me as a mixer. They seem to be giving me an honest representation of my audio that I can rely on to make better mixing decisions. But as I mentioned earlier, the HP-1s use built-in digital signal processing for features like their 3 tuning modes and active noise cancellation, but unfortunately that comes with a catch. And the first is the power reliance on its battery. These headphones always need to have a charged battery to work, regardless of whether you're using them wired or wirelessly. With a full charge, you have up to 40 hours of battery life. And honestly, it took me a while to fully drain the battery on these since I'd only used them for a few hours and then plug them in right away when not in use. But even if you're a heavy user coming off of a dead battery, these charge pretty quickly with its included USB-C charger. It takes about 2 hours to go from a 0% to a 100% charge. But in a pinch, even a quick 10 or 15 minute charge during a bathroom break can give you a sufficient amount of juice to power through a multi-hour session. Now the other trade-off is latency. Kali Audio lets you know up front that the built-in DSP produces 17 milliseconds of latency, which is not bypassable, meaning it's always there regardless of if you're using a wired or wireless connection. And I'm not gonna lie, I was initially really concerned about this. Even though this amount of latency is really low, it could still pose a problem for situations where timing is critical, such as recording for example. But after using the headphones with a wired connection for recording myself, I didn't experience any noticeable issues that made performing on time difficult. It was honestly no different than if I was using any of my other pairs of wired headphones. Assuming this latency is really there as Kali Audio states, it was really subtle and pretty much unnoticeable in my use cases so far. Like all audio gear, there are definitely trade-offs to be made depending on your planned use case, and hopefully you know what to look out for when it comes to their design, comfort, performance, and portability, as well as a few caveats related to latency and its battery reliance. But if you're a professional looking for a versatile set of headphones for your studio and everyday listening, or just a casual audiophile who wants better sound quality and more flexibility over other consumer options out there, then the HP-1s are definitely worth checking out.
5